All right, good evening and welcome back to our channel, Princess channel. We promised to give you some updates. A couple days ago, updates have not really been as expected. We have been slagging out in some of the expectations we have. There seems to be some silence in the ecosystem, but we can't keep you just in the loop. So we'll bring you some other injections or interjections into the system, not to keep you too much waiting for information. At least will keep us on our toes. That is why you see us injecting some other audios or videos into the channel. Don't get bored and don't get snapped at us. All right, it's just for your own interest. If you are itchy for information, we have a lot of them for us. And today we're also bringing you, this evening we're bringing you a refresher audio concerning UAAG disbursement. Take note of this. It was one of the updates we had in time, and this could also spice your ability to know that UAAG is not going anywhere. All right, so pay diligent attention to this important audio on the date of disbursement, as was said in time. All right, thank you and have a very wonderful evening. God bless you.
In the year 2024, we are going to address certain concerns in the grant ecosystem today. A way that there is a graveyard silence in the grant ecosystem. No update has taken place by the grant handlers. No information has been passed across to the subscribers of the grant in the ecosystem, thereby causing panic and worry by grant subscribers. Currently, so many subscribers are already coming to our official Telegram platform to seek for updates, aware that these updates always keep our subscribers confident and alive. We won't hesitate to publish updated information to keep you connected to or abreast of realities in the grant ecosystem. Whenever Omjolivia TV address the ecosystem, is because we have facts that you need to hear or arm yourself with to guide your decisions and expectations in the days ahead of you. We won't come outside to publish unverified information. Even those information that we publish is denied. That doesn't imply there are not realities in the ecosystem. In today's session, we will address the current reason for the delay of disbursement or those activities queued up in this week ahead of disbursement of UAAG grant. You might have been aware of the arrangement that was made toward disbursement of UAAG grant since last week. You might equally be aware that there were issues related to the status of the country director to disburse the UAAG grant. Across the WhatsApps and Telegram groups were information that the country director of the UAAG, Apostle Ambassador Dr. Ken Wakama, wasn't the country director anymore, that he has been replaced by one Pastor John Olowoye and the likes as deputies. In the same week, we later hear another feedback news that the country director of the UAAG has been restored and he remained the authentic country director to disburse the grant. So many issues actually came up, and those issues, I'm excited to inform you that they were all resolved among the stakeholders, among the AGPGN, among the UAAG and other stakeholders that are facilitating this grant. Before Thursday and Friday last week, all those conflicts were officially resolved through the intervention of forces from the pillar, from other governmental institutions. So in the aspect of conflict, for those who are still asking if the conflict is truly about disbursement of UAAG grants. This team were called to sign certain documents that guarantees peace amongst them in the area of decision making. But the conflict wasn't resolved verbally. Called to sign certain documents that each of them would maintain peace at their various ranks until or after disbursement of these UAAG grants to the masses. So be rest assured that there is no conflict amongst the grant handlers. It's undisputed fact that the money or disbursement is not delayed by government authorities. Disbursement is delayed by the activities of the grant handlers themselves, by the activities of the stakeholders that are helping to facilitate disbursement of this grant. If they are placing the interest of the masses ahead of their own interest, disbursement will have taken place before the end of March 2024. We are here in April and disbursement is still lingering. Currently, we are aware of certain groups or stakeholders or LCEOs because they are aware that bundles can't go around in the number of 5 or 10 to the over 6,000 or 8,000 NGOs in the ecosystem. So why should this body of stakeholders or elders be seeking for the increment of the bundles to more than 5 or 10 at the moment when they are aware that it is an effort in futility? Even if more bundles will be allocated to this audience of stakeholders or elders, it can't go around to the NGO CEOs. So why use your own personal or cabal aspirations to delay disbursement of the grants that the masses are desperately anticipating in their accounts? This is one of those factors that are currently creating delays. We know that there are other administrative factors, but the repeated adjustment of data, the adjustment or harmonization of documents or data of the stakeholder A, stakeholder B, stakeholder C, too many stakeholders' interests will further delay disbursement of these grants. To us, the masses, we wish that the one bundle should be disbursed to everyone. There can always be a second round disbursement to those concerned. Let the one bundle that has been already allocated to all parties, the NGO CEOs, the stakeholders, the grant handler, be disbursed. Be informed that even the grant handler are being allocated to just a bundle. It's important we all know that even the grant handler, the AGPGN, the UAAG, the think tank, all our stakeholders are being disbursed to just one bundle, including the NGO CEOs. This is the decision of the government team. So instead of fighting it, instead of resisting it, it's important that these stakeholders accept this one bundle. Let disbursement take place. Hence, those who loan money to facilitate or sponsor this grant activity can then pay back their loan and stop accruing more interest rates to themselves. Hence, those who seek the money to embark on medical treatment or any other business activity should use the money and start living their lives forward. The more we fight the policies of the government, the more the delay, the longer the delay of disbursement. Disbursement was scheduled to take place on Tuesday, immediately after the resumption of the Easter holiday on Monday. That was yesterday, and disbursement should have taken place today again. But I sense that the current reason for delay why money has not been dropped into the account of the NGO CEOs is because of other administrative protocols, which is unconnected to sorting of duplications in the app. Few weeks ago, we were informed that certain software has been deployed to sort those BVN who are used in registering for more than 10 or 20 NGOs. During that last month's data sorting activity, the NGOs that are onboarding more than 10 or 15 NGOs on their one BVN were sorted out. But currently, there is another round of duplications that are detected. now that the data from different stakeholders are being harmonized for disbursement, is another round of duplication detected in this data. Some NGOs in this ecosystem have subscribed for this same grant with parties A and equally still subscribe using their same NGO with party B. Now that the data are being merged or harmonized together, the same NGO name are appearing multiple times, and this calls for another round of sorting of these duplications, all to ensure no NGO receive disbursements more than once with a given NGO name. Those that are still wondering why there is no disbursement yesterday or today as was expected, as long as these data are not harmonized and sorted, the duplications detected by the government team will not bring about disbursement. No government institution that are saddled with the responsibility of overseeing perfect, transparent and incorruptible disbursement will allow disbursement to take place with these palpable or detected duplications of NGO names in the entire schedule. But the good news is that as we are recording this video, the committee are engaging in sorting of this duplicate in the schedule to present to the bank for disbursement. The alert can drop in the account even tonight or any moment from tomorrow till Friday this week. This week is the week of disbursement, no doubt. The money is accessible by the grant handler. That is a good news, and that is one of the factors that should give you confidence while waiting patiently for this grant. So the delay is not caused by the government not releasing funds. The delay is not caused by stakeholders in conflict with each other. The delay is purely administrative, and again due to interest in an attempt to ensure certain people earn more bundles than were allocated. That is why we are using this session again to call on those that are seeking for increment in bundles to desist. At least they can seek for such after the first round of disbursement. Let disbursement take place to this one bundle first. For those committee that are saddled with the responsibility of assorting duplications in NGO names and account details, to speed up, work around the clock to ensure this data is sorted in the shortest time possible for disbursement to start this week. The expectations, the arrangement by the government committee and the grant handler is that accounts will be credited this week, this first week of April, and we trust God that these account details of NGOs will be credited. Don't panic, don't get frustrated on the delay, don't distort your confidence. Disbursement is already a reality. We won't spend all these years, spend all this months and channel our thoughts, channel our prayers. Some people have fasted for these grants. We won't do all these things in vain. The interventions of the government authority in this is a testimony and good news to everyone else in the ecosystem. So going forward, by tomorrow we are expecting the MOU. Don't forget that disbursement will not take place without signing of sensitive documents that will guarantee this NGO disbursing this money to you. If this money is disbursed without this document, this agreement sealed between the grant handler and the NGO CEOs, so many grant subscribers will not receive disbursement, aware of the demonic nature of humans. So we are expecting these documents to be rolled out, if not tonight, tomorrow, for all NGOs to sign speedily, and NGO CEOs should be proactive in this exercise that is coming on any moment from now. Hence, there will be no delay on their own side too. There is a discovery recently, few days ago, by some certain NGOs that their cooperative or their humanitarian account submitted to the UAAG for disbursement is already invalid for money to be transferred to. If you transfer money to such account, it shows invalid. That means so many NGOs in the ecosystem will not receive alerts even if money is transferred from the bank to their account, because their account is not active. A simple way to confirm if your account is active is transfer at least 500 naira to your account to test run the activeness of your account submitted to UAAG. Ensure the money is delivered and you receive an alert. Hence, you'll be sure that when money is being transferred, you will receive it. So many NGOs that account is not active will not receive alert. They will start running to Abuja to meet with these authorities to ensure the disbursement is made to their account too. So to avoid those delays that will frustrate your own subscribers, this is the appropriate time to effect transfer to your account. And if you discover that it is invalid, quickly go to your bank tomorrow morning and rectify reason for the invalidity of your account, which is unconnected to the fact that you have not been using this account since you opened it. You have not transferred money in and out of this account, or some of these account officers hastily open the accounts to the NGO CEOs without requesting for the reference, the 2 or 3 reference to be submitted to that account. And when the bank headquarters discover incomplete documents, they quickly close down or deactivate such accounts from operation. So this is the time to test run the activeness of your account before disbursement take you in any moment from now. Besides this, there is an important activity every NGO CEO should carry out at the moment ahead of disbursement. I've seen certain letters circulating in the social media requesting for NGO CEOs to write official letters to their bank intimating them on the process of disbursement, including their NGO bundle data of beneficiaries to the bank. This is not quite important or necessary at the moment. Any NGO can use any bank branch to effect disbursement without necessarily intimating his account officer. Sending an official letter at the moment where disbursement haven't taken place is indirectly exposing you, the CEO, to danger. It's even advised for you not to use your regular bank branch for this disbursement. You can use any of your bank branch in the state to ensure your safety throughout the disbursement process. The most important activity for you to engage in right now is to set up your NGO disbursement template in a bulk payment format. Bulk payment format for bank is quite different from the usual way we set up our templates in the WhatsApp groups. Bank doesn't pay starting from the beneficiary name, beneficiary account number or phone number or bank name. That is an incorrect format. So if you are an NGO still retaining that format circulating in the grant ecosystem, this is the right time for you to alter it and prepare it in the official banking schedule for disbursement. The first column of it always starts with the account number, followed by the bank name column, then the beneficiary name in the third column. No phone number is expected. You might have used the other templates to collect your details and share to your beneficiary to confirm the correctness of their details. But this is the time for you to prepare a schedule that you can send either through email to direct your bank to execute transfer even without being there. This is email indemnification activity that will speed up or facilitate disbursement. So many NGOs that are planning to visit the bank counter to effect disbursement will face resistance from these account officers or cashiers. Some of them will tell you they are tired after they transfer only 2 200 in a day. But if you are using the email indemnification format, where you send an instruction to your bank to use the data you are presenting to them to disburse, they can effect disbursement to all your beneficiaries within 24 hours. Therefore, it is important you prepare your data in a way the bank can easily disburse to you without further delay. So set up the columns in 3. This is the appropriate moment to set up your schedule, your data in an official bank bulk payment format, starting with the account number in the first column, the bank name in the second column, and the beneficiary name in the third column. Arrange it in that way, hence when you present it even in the counter to your bank, disbursement can take place seamlessly. Another important activity every CEO should embark at the moment is sort out online bank account details in their format or template. OPay, PalmPay, Kuda Microfinance Bank, every other microfinance account number should be sorted out in your data, and call those beneficiaries to replace them with commercial bank accounts. Aware that digital banks or online banks, including microfinance bank, doesn't undergo bulk transfers. You have to effect transfer to them individually, except you want to start calling on your bank to transfer to those account numbers after they have failed transaction. Another important activity every NGO should engage in is test running the validity of the account numbers in their schedule. So many account numbers in that 1000 schedule you have is invalid. Some account numbers are incomplete. Some account numbers are tied to the wrong bank name. Some people are maintaining Zendy bank account while they are placing FCMB in the bank name column. Such account is invalid when transaction begins. As a CEO, I know it's going to be stressful. It's time for you to effect transfer, attempt transfer to those accounts and see if it will pop up the beneficiary name you have in your template. Run this one after another. If you pick 200 account number to test run on daily basis, within 3 days you can validate your 1000 beneficiaries, all to ensure that they are in disbursement ready status. It's going to be stressful, but it's worthwhile all to ensure all your beneficiaries will receive disbursement when it is effected. Please note, you are not to actually transfer money to those accounts. You are attempting to transfer money. For example, when you insert the account number and match with the bank name, if the account number is correct, it will bring out the beneficiary name in your template. At that level, you cancel such transaction, knowing that it is a valid account that will receive disbursement. For those that will ask, where will NGO CEO have money to transfer to all these accounts to test that they are all valid or active? No money is to be transferred. Attempting transfer is what I imply. Some grant subscriber will say that engaging in this activity will create further delay. Some will even say, disbursement is not even close if Julivia TV is saying this. Please note, money can drop in the accounts of the NGO CEOs today while the process continues. Such account is always placed in lien. The money will be shifted from available balance to ledger balance until when the activity is completed, then it will be lifted for access of the CEOs. To conclude this session, I wish to encourage all grant subscribers to remain steadfast and hopeful of disbursement in this first week of April. Money is available and accessible